She canceled our first date 3 times. You heard it correctly. Not once, not twice, 3 times. Actually, third time, she did not even respond. Let's talk about this. My name is Yuri. I'm a first-generation Russian immigrant in the United States of America. In this video, I wanted to share my personal dating experience with you that unfolded in the last 1 month or so. It's going to be quite interesting. Stick around for the entire video. Let's begin with a little bit of a background story. I met this woman at work, and I quickly learned that she was a first-generation immigrant just like myself. We started talking kind of randomly, and one thing led to another. I was asking her where she was from. I was asking her what kind of things she enjoyed to do, and I decided to find out if she liked to have different type of food, different type of ethnic foods. She said she would be interested in trying some different foods, and so I decided to invite her to lunch. So we exchanged contact information, started texting each other, and conversation over text went well, and we set it up the first date. So now let me give you the timeline of what actually occurred. Our first date was scheduled on December 18th at 8 p.m. At 5:51 p.m. that afternoon or that evening, she texted me asking to reschedule the date. To be fair, that girl has 2 full-time jobs, and in her text she said she was very tired that day, and she wanted to move the date to a different date. So, you know, I was a little bit disappointed because obviously it was a short notice and I was looking forward to the date, but I understood the circumstance and I said, of course, we can reschedule the date and no problem. We stayed in touch via text message, and we were working through our work schedules to figure out the appropriate date for our second outing, and we decided to do it on December 25th at 1 p.m. On that day, I followed up with her again prior to 12 p.m. and on 12:22 p.m. I received a message from her that she is still spending time with her family. Apparently her family was in town on that day and she was still with them, and she was asking if we could reschedule the date again. Even though I was a little bit frustrated, I said, of course, we can reschedule it, not a problem. At that point, I thought to myself, you know, she's not going to reach out. I'm not going to reach out. It's okay. It's just not meant to be. To my surprise, she sent me a text message a few days ago saying, Happy New Year. Why is this girl texting me? If she does not want to meet, why she continues to communicate with me, you know? That was the first thought. So I thought, okay, maybe she really just made 2 mistakes. Maybe she is going to be willing to meet again. Maybe we can try again. So our third date was set up to 4 p.m. this afternoon, today, January 7th. And this time I followed up with her this afternoon. My follow-up was a little bit different because I think at this point I did not even have faith that we would meet this afternoon. But I responded to her, surprisingly this morning, she sent a text, she said, okay, are we actually still meeting? We're still good. I responded in 25 minutes saying, yes, we're still good. Can you confirm? She didn't respond, and then I just sent word hello in text message this afternoon. It was no response at all. So long story short, the third date was not even canceled. There was no communication on her part about today's date. And therefore, it was kind of, in summary, 2 dates were rescheduled by us, and then the third date did not happen, and we did not communicate about the third date at all. Assuming that nothing happened to her and she's okay, I wanted to make a couple of conclusions about this entire situation. Previously on this channel, I mentioned flaky people in the United States. And it's kind of interesting for me to even bring this up because she is not just flaky, she is inconsiderate. I completely understand that different situations will come up in life, but the lack of communication is inexcusable in my opinion. I had to communicate with her and go an extra effort, go an extra mile, to follow up with her via text messages, to get an update and understand what's going on, to confirm that we're still going on dates. And then she would just send me a text message an hour, sometimes even 40 minutes before the date. And by the way, I don't think that she would send that message if it wasn't for me following up and sending another text, because I'm already, you know, taught by tough life experiences that people might not show up. Therefore, you know, instead of just driving to a location, you know, it's always a good practice just to send an extra text message just to confirm, hey, are you actually coming? So with that being said, it's being very inconsiderate to somebody else's time. That's number one. Number two, I think it's very inconsiderate for people's emotions. And if you are not planning to go on a date with someone, no one's going to be mad at you. I think it's completely acceptable to tell somebody the truth. If you hope to be just friends, that's fine. You can communicate that. If you had a change of heart, and if you want to go on a date at first, but then you saw something different, or you learned something different about me, and you're no longer interested in going on a date and you just want to be friends, that's fine too. You can communicate that. But I think the fact that the person chose to continue to communicate, to continue to lead me on, and then on top of that, continue to follow up with me after the first date, after the first rescheduled date, after the second rescheduled date, still continue to follow up, and still schedule the third date. Those type of things are very hard for me to understand. I don't quite get what is the reason for it. What are you hoping for? What are you trying to accomplish? Are you just having this wishful thinking in your head that you can make those dates, or you are just doing some things on purpose, schedule dates and not showing up, or you just completely terrible with your time management and you have no idea what's going on? What is it? Needless to say, I don't care about going on a date with her anymore, nor communicating with her in the first place. So what are your thoughts on this particular situation? Am I overreacting for not wanting to give her another chance? Is there a circumstance where she should receive another opportunity to redeem herself? Please leave me a comment. I would love to hear from you and understand your point of view. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that all of your dates are successful on the first try. And by successful, I mean that other person actually shows up. I hope that your 2021 is off to an amazing start, and I hope that you are ready to make this the best year in your life. Thank you for following this channel. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for engaging with me. I appreciate that very much. I will catch you on the next video.